look at that. Hey, Courtney, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So it's funny because usually the new people are never the first people to make it to the call first, and you absolutely number one. So that's
What?
cool. That's
That's
cool.
funny. I
Okay.
looked at the time. I was like, wait, it's 5.
Yeah, you know people be on CP
I'm
time,
glad.
so
Oh yes.
everybody's gonna start congregating in like the next 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. So, but what I
Okay.
can do
No
while I
problem.
got you on the phone right now is because you're
Mhm.
brand spanking new, I could kind of answer some of the questions that you have. I'm pretty sure you watched a video or two. Okay,
Yes,
and we
I
can
have.
kind of talk about how we're gonna basically center this around your current lifestyle. All right. Right now, I'm
Okay.
just gonna let you know my main orientation onboarding call is gonna be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Okay, and that's gonna be for new clients, but it's for everybody.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, while I got you, do you have any questions?
Okay. So I feel like I'm gonna starve, but I think I'm gonna be okay. So
Okay.
no breads. I'm excited to see the list that you have. I watched the video. It was quite funny. The poor lady with the fufu. Rice might. I can deal without rice.
Okay.
But oh yeah, I need to. You said nothing about the honey. I need to get some more honey, or maybe I should train myself not to drink the honey.
So
And the
here's
essential water.
so here's the thing. So because you're once again brand new, you're telling yourself, "Oh
Hmm.
man, I incorporate these foods all my life. I don't know how I'm gonna make it without it, right?" But you're going
Yes.
to really see sooner than later that the reason why I want these foods because I taught myself to want them. Okay,
Hmm.
kind of like if when we first grow up in life, none of us quote unquote like alcohol, right? The very
Right.
first time you tried alcohol, you was like, "This is the worst thing I ever tasted in my entire life. I'm never gonna have this again." But sooner than later, you start
Hmm.
associating with alcohol with fun and going out with friends, and now you probably have a wine bottle in the corner of your bedroom, right? But you grew to have that habit. So the same thing applies with things like honey, things apply like rice and stuff. So you're gonna realize
Hmm.
that if you want bread, you can have bread, just don't have the bread from the sandwich shop and expect to lose weight.
Okay.
Honey is healthy. All because it is healthy doesn't mean it's gonna help you lose weight. Honey is
Okay.
actually the one of the worst things you can have in order for you to lose weight because not only is nothing but sugar, but also
Hmm.
you are essentially drinking calories. Are you ever getting full off having honey inside your tea?
No.
No.
Exactly. You're just doing it for taste, right? So
Yes.
if you're drinking calories, the whole purpose of you drinking calories is for you to gain weight. But because Courtney was
Okay.
taught that, honey is healthy, you're telling yourself, I can eat this or have this as much as I want to. Yet, Courtney, how many times have you measured out honey?
Right. None.
You don't.
Like you say about the salad dressing, just
You just take that bottle and then you just start pouring,
so like
right?
yes.
So now I'm going to go ahead and show you something. So if I type in honey nutrition facts, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the best honey you could possibly get your hands on, and the best honey in America is Nate's honey. So it's
Okay.
gonna be this one, organic and raw, right? Can't beat that.
Hmm.
So Nate's honey. Look at the nutrition facts. Now,
Hmm.
tell me, did you watch both videos yet or no?
I watched half of the second one. I think I
Okay,
need
that's
to
fine. That's
finish
fine.
that one because
So
I watched.
somebody like Christina, cause I see you over there laughing in a corner somewhere. Christina, how many grams of carbs do you see? How many net carbs do you see? How many grams of sugar?
So it's 18 grams of carbs, 13 on sugar, zero on protein.
And how much?
So it's a carb.
And what is the serving size?
A tablespoon.
1 tablespoon of honey. Courtney, when was the last time you only used a tablespoon of honey?
Oh, child.
You
I
don't.
couldn't tell you.
Okay. So now let's give it a
Right.
comparison. So you notice how you also brought up rice, right? This says 18
Hmm.
grams of carbs per 1 tablespoon, and even though we don't count calories, I'm gonna go ahead and give you, a parallel, and we're gonna compare it to
Hmm.
rice. So now if I type in rice nutrition facts, right? And let's make it easy. So let's do 1 cup of rice. So this is for 1 cup of rice. By the way, is
Hmm.
1 cup of rice a lot, Courtney?
No, it's not.
It's not. It has basically 0.44 grams of fat. So it's safe to say max 1 gram of fat, right? It got
Right.
44 grams of carbs. Basically 1 gram of fiber and 4 grams of protein. These numbers might not mean too much to you now because you didn't watch the full second video, but you're gonna see that that is kind of
Hmm.
crazy, right? Because now
Okay.
that means if Courtney was out in the wilderness, hypothetically, and you only had two options, having 3 tablespoons of rice, I mean 3 tablespoons of honey, or 1 cup of rice, which one would you choose? And that's the only thing you eat for the whole entire day. 1 cup of rice or 3 tablespoons of honey.
Ooh, I'm gonna choose the rice.
You can choose the rice, right? Okay,
Yes,
so,
choose the rice.
but ultimately they are equivalent. But now let's compare this
Hmm.
rice, which is only 1 cup, to something that is more protein based. So now I'm gonna type in um, one chicken breast nutrition facts. Okay, so one chicken breast nutrition facts, right? One
Okay.
chicken breast has only 140 calories, 27 grams of protein, 0 grams of carbs. So now, if you was out in the wilderness, Courtney, and you can only eat one thing, 1 cup of rice or chicken breast, which one would you choose?
I guess I'll go for the chicken breast.
Honestly, what would you
Right.
choose? I don't want you to say based on what
The
I you
chicken
think I want.
breast.
The chicken breast. Why?
Because I'm conditioned to want to eat meat more,
Okay. Now, are
thinking
you
that it's gonna be
able?
better.
Now, are you able to eat 2 chicken breasts in one sitting?
No, I'm not.
Exactly. But if I now make it 2 chicken breasts, that's equivalent to 1 cup of rice and 1 tablespoon of honey.
Hmm.
Or better yet, let's say you said, okay, Trey, I can't have the 1 cup of rice. So let's swap it out for sweet potato nutrition facts, right?
True.
So sweet potato nutrition facts. Y'all see my screen, right? Okay, y'all see my screen. Okay. A sweet potato got, you know what? That's not even accurate. Let me go ahead and go to a different website. So a sweet potato got, yeah, this look about right. A sweet potato has 26 grams of carbs, but 4 grams of fiber, right?
Hmm.
So now, essentially, would you rather have 2 sweet potatoes or 1 cup of rice? And that's
Two
the only
sweet
thing you can eat.
potatoes.
Exactly. But guess what? They are equivalent to calories, and now the sweet potatoes is giving you 2 less carbs than only 1 cup of rice.
Okay, it's making more sense.
So the whole purpose of this program is to make you aware of what you are choosing to eat. There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with rice. Rice just helps you gain weight.
Hmm.
Honey is not bad for you. It's actually healthy for you. But all because it's healthy doesn't mean it's going to help you lose weight.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Trey,
saying? What's
have
up,
you
Ma?
seen that sugar-free honey they talking about?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's a good topic, Kamal. So you know what? Let's type in sugar-free honey, right?
Because
One
I
thing,
was like, what is that? I was
it's
like,
not real honey. I can guarantee you
I
that.
mean, obviously it can't be because I was just confused. But I miss my honey, but no, I don't know about that.
So that's why I try to give y'all better quality sweeteners if your goal is to lose weight, like allulose.
Hmm.
If you get the liquid allulose, it's kind of similar.
I got that.
Okay, have you
Okay.
tried it though, or is it collecting
Yeah,
dust?
yeah, yeah. I have. I put it in my ice cream. It's pretty good.
Okay, so sugar free honey, y'all. So now they're coming out with things that's like sugar free honey. sugar-free potatoes, things like that, right? But in order for that to happen, that means they took something that came from God, they manipulated it so it can be less carbs or less sugar. Because if it comes from the earth like that, that's what it is. So that's why rice is rice. You can't really manipulate rice. So no matter where y'all go on this earth, if y'all go to Japan, y'all go to Italy, y'all go to Jamaica, now y'all can't expect, just like I've showed y'all, a cup of rice is 44 grams of carbs, no matter how you slice it. Some people's gonna say, oh, well, what about jasmine rice? I heard that was healthier. And all basmati rice, that's healthier. Okay, take away 2 grams of carbs. Rice is
Right.
rice, right? Potatoes is potatoes. A white potato is different from a sweet potato, but at the end of the day, they both starches, right? So now we're looking at honey. I just showed y'all that the best honey you can get your hands on in America, Nate's honey, organic, raw, and unfiltered. So you know what that means? If I look at the ingredients, there should only be one ingredient. One
Honey.
ingredient. What does it say?
Yeah,
Organic honey,
honey.
right? So now they ain't lying. So now let's compare it to this sugar-free honey. All right. So you notice how, because once again we live in America, they can manipulate the label. Question is, do you actually understand how to read the back? So in America, one thing I want y'all to remember is like an analogy I like to use. The front is marketing. That's their billboard. That's like when you go out on the first date with a man, and he's wearing all his chains, he's wearing his watch, and some people are crazy nowadays. They're gonna pull up in a rental to impress you,
Thanks.
right? But then the third date, he's talking about, oh yeah, guys, my car is in the shop. So he pulled up in a G wagon, and his third date, he pulled up in a Honda. And you're like, okay, I guess your car is in the shop. And then at first he took you out to a nice steakhouse, and now he's trying to take you out to Fridays. Talking about, oh, it's quick, real quick, right? So they can say whatever they want in America in the front. That's why nowadays you can see gluten free, sugar free water. Or the other day, I actually seen gluten free potatoes. Yeah, it's a potato. Gluten only comes from bread, so it has to be gluten
Right.
free. But they use it in these marketing terms or these buzzwords to catch your attention. And now you're thinking this potato is healthier than the other potato, but all potatoes are gluten free. So now, if I look at the full details of this sugar free substitute, let's look at the label. Oh, wow, look, it says it got monk fruit allulose blend. Kamaya, what's so crazy about that?
It's not honey.
It's allulose. But what did I tell
Right.
you to pick up, Kamaya?
Allulose.
Wow. It got tapioca fiber, which is actually pretty good. It's pretty decent. And it's flavored with honey. It's a natural honey flavor. So when y'all see things that says on the ingredient list, natural flavorings, that is literally something created in a laboratory somewhere to give it the honey taste. But it's
Okay.
artificial. Just like
That makes sense.
sucralose is artificial. Just like aspartame is artificial, right? But
Mm-hmm.
that's why they're telling you, oh, this is a zero sugar honey substitute because allulose, which is their main ingredient, got no sugar in it. But you notice how it still says 16 grams of carbs and 16 grams of fiber. Why? Because they're using tapioca fiber and they're also using some ingredients that obviously got carbs in it. So for all that, you might as well just pick up what. So once again, if you want to try to mimic the honey flavor, is this bad for you? No, right? That's why they say it tastes like honey, clean ingredients, zero net carbs. Are they really lying to you? No, but how is it zero net carbs when we just looked at the label?
I was about to say that's not zero.
Welcome to America.
I was
Because
gonna say that's like 10.
if something got zero net carbs, right? Then the fiber doesn't matter. So how is it only 6 grams of fiber, but on the label it says 16 grams of carbs? So where you
Yeah,
getting the
that
extra?
math ain't math.
The math is not mathing, but once again, the average person don't know and privy to the information like y'all are privy to the information. So you're just gonna take the word for it. They're gonna have a nice white woman in the back pouring up, and you're thinking, oh, okay, well she's skinny, she's healthy. This gotta be
Right.
true. Sad to say, but that's how it works in America. They cannot do these type of marketing tricks in Europe or in South
Okay.
America. Only in America. So now if I type in allulose liquid, okay, so this is the brand that I tell my clients
That's
to
the
pick
one
up,
I got.
right? So right here, boom, wholesome allulose. In fact, let me type that in. Wholesome allulose. Cool. So now let's see. Hopefully, to just show it on the label on here. Like I said, they like to hide the label for some places. So they're saying allulose is a delicious calorie-free sweetener. Yes, it is, right? And it's a natural current sugar found in figs, raisins, and kiwis. Yes, so allulose is actually something that is really coming from fruit, right? But based off the processing, they're taking that out, and it do have calories in it, but it's so low in calories that you can basically round down. Okay, so essentially, like 3 tablespoons, which is a heaping tablespoon of allulose, is essentially like four calories. But in America, once again, you go round down to the nearest tenth. So even if it said 9 calories, we can round it down to zero. But that's why they're promoting it as 0 calorie liquid sweetener. Okay, but if we look at this, I'm pretty sure y'all can't see the label, but long story short, it says allulose. That's only one ingredient. So they are right. It is clean. It is keto certified. It doesn't impact your glycemic index. And actually, what allulose actually does, it actually makes your body produce more GLP-1 inside your gut. Where have y'all heard GLP-1 before?
Ozempic.
There you go. So it says right here, the way that they got their zero net carbs is 5 grams of total carbs minus 5 grams of allulose. And they are right because allulose doesn't raise your glucose, which is why they said no glycemic impact. So that's why it is essentially zero net carbs. But the reason why they say 0 calories is because what is the serving size? Y'all see right there.
1 teaspoon.
A teaspoon.
Yeah, ain't nobody using no teaspoon.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
at least
now
1 tablespoon.
Because now, if they would have put 1 tablespoon, legally, that 0 calories now at least got to be 5 to 10. Legally. But for what it's worth, allulose is the number one best sweetener that you can use on a daily basis that is actually going to give you a net positive versus a net negative like honey. If your goal is to lose weight. So that's why it's all about information and what you know. If you know better, you'll do better. So is anything wrong with honey? Once again, ladies, no. Is honey healthy, ladies? Yes. Can you have honey after you are finished losing weight? You love how you look in the mirror. You're not trying to lose an extra pound? Yes. But if you're having honey every single day with the expectation to lose weight, you're playing yourself. That's what I'm saying. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Hey, you know what? Just because I got y'all on a call, let's look something up. How many servings of honey a day is healthy? 2 tablespoons. A healthy daily limit of honey is 1 to 2 tablespoons. Black people, do we use 1 to 2 tablespoons when we pick up honey? You know what Courtney just said? I pick up the bottle.
And I squeeze till I see.
So all because something is healthy doesn't mean it's gonna help you lose weight. A doctor a day or apple a day keeps the what away?
The doctor went.
The
Doctor.
doctor away. 5 apples a day,
Mm.
the doctor you'll pay. What does that mean? Too much of a good thing can ultimately become bad. But if you don't know what the serving size is, because as African Americans, we don't even are taught to look at a label for anything. We eyeball everything. We eyeball the work. This is the outcome that we get. Okay? So make sure you're accustomed to looking at the labels, y'all, just so you have an idea. Not only when it comes to things like honey. Once again, I can give you another example. Kamaya, and I know you're from basically Louisiana. What is your go-to number one seasoning?
Tony Satcheries.
Tony Cacheros?
Tony Satcheries.
Satcheries? You got the ghetto one. How you
No,
spell Tony Satcheries?
whatever you
For
talking
the
about.
C,
Oh,
it's the green box.
There, that right
oh,
there.
wow, wow. You
Yes,
know what? Okay.
saturated.
Maybe I'm ghetto. I call this Cacheros all the time. Maybe I didn't read it.
No.
Okay, so that's what like Tony Cashry. Who the hell is that? Okay, all right. So this label, or this is what we was talking about. It's a famous Louisiana-based food brand, right? Cool, got it.
Yes.
So now, if I look at the nutrition facts, because once again, we don't look at nutrition facts. When we pick up some seasoning, we just pick it up and we keep doing this. Just shake, shake, shake. And then once again, black people, we compound our seasonings. So we're gonna
That's
get
true.
some of that. Then we're gonna get some onion powder, some
Yup.
paprika. Then we
Some
might pick up
garlic
some
powder.
Sazon, put some Old Bay in that thing. Boom. It tastes amazing, right?
All
But it
facts.
tastes amazing because you put so many other different ingredients inside of it, right? And that's why it's so funny because the running joke with Caucasians, oh, they don't put seasonings on their foods, right? That's why their food is so bland, so dry. But that's why, sad to say, the average white woman outlives the average black woman because they manipulating their food less. We're not eating the food as is. Matter of fact, watch this. April, are you busy or are you working?
No, I'm here.
Okay, April. Naturally, if you was making sweet potatoes for your family, what are you putting inside of it?
Sweet potatoes. Just for them, butter and probably brown sugar.
Just butter and brown sugar. You see how she naturally said that though? It's funny because if I ask the average, keyword average Caucasian woman, how you prepare sweet potatoes? They're gonna say, I get a sweet potato, I cut it in the middle, I put it in the oven, I take it out the oven, might a dash of cinnamon, calling it a day. Eat it just like that. Right? But because April naturally prepares sweet potatoes like we was all taught, my mom, not only is she gonna put some brown sugar in it, not only is she gonna put a stick of butter in there, she gonna add some marshmallows on top. You just added a starch and then you piled some fat on it. Then you piled some more sugar on it. Then you piled even more sugar on it
Look,
because of the marshmallows.
that's how they sell it at Texas Roadhouse too.
You see what I'm saying, y'all? So it's the compounding,
Yeah.
and you're turning one food into a Frankenstein food that tastes amazing, but now it's slow poison. Tastes good
Oh,
now, but sooner than later, it's gonna make your body want to check out.
and we be
So
adding pecans in there and butter and cinnamon.
if I naturally
You're
say
so right though.
a
Yeah.
baked potato, right? And by the way, I just never, all my entire life, I never cared for potatoes. I like fries. Two totally different things to me, right? But what ingredients do we see in a baked potato? Black people. Matter of fact, Robin, what do you put in a baked potato? A loaded baked potato.
Uh, I don't really eat. I don't like baked potatoes. I
Me
like
either.
sweet potatoes
But what
better.
have you seen
Yeah.
people do to a loaded baked potato?
Oh,
I've
they
never had
put
a baked potato.
everything. They put bacon. They put all kind. I don't even eat none of that. So yeah, not appealing to me. But they put bacon, butter, those green whatever those green
Yeah,
things are.
scallions. Keep going.
Sour cream,
Sour
Yeah, sour,
cream.
all of that, all of
onion.
that.
Then you're
Yeah.
gonna add some seasoning on top of that.
So you took one thing that is already high in carbs and high in starch. Then I added butter to it, sour cream to it, bacon bits to it, scallions in it. That's the healthiest thing I said so far, right? Onions for some people, especially if you're down south. But when you mix a carb with a fat, that's what gets you fat. Combinations. So now let's say hypothetically for some of y'all that like potatoes or like rice. If one of y'all said, by the way, once again, I work with a good, maybe like 5% of my clients are Asian. When they have rice, they first off, they use either a rice cooker. Majority of Asians use a rice cooker. And the only thing that they put inside that rice, in that rice cooker, water. How do black people prepare rice? We take that rice, we take some oil or butter, we cook it in there like that. Now that butter or oil is being absorbed by the rice, it gotta go somewhere. Then we're gonna put some salt and pepper in it for some people, or some type of seasonings, right? Some people put sugar in it.
I was about to say, my dad used to put sugar in that
And
thing.
rice, which is already high in carbs, 44 grams of carbs. So it's the way as African Americans we was taught to prepare food, which is why, honestly, we are dying off faster than any other race in America. Notice how I say black Americans. No, I don't say black people. Because now when immigrants come to our country, because they already have healthier habits, they outlive the average black American. But if you grow up in America as a black person, we have the shortest life expectancy because of how we was taught to prepare our favorite dishes. And once again, these dishes are being passed down from generation to generation. So you're thinking, oh, it can't be the sweet potato with the little cinnamon in it and a little bit of brown sugar in it, Trey, and a little bit of butter in it. It can't be that. It, it is that if you're doing it on Sunday, then on Monday you're having rice with butter in it. And then on Tuesday you're having a potato, but then you put a stick of butter in it, and then you find some low fat bacon bits and low fat sour cream. It's that. Okay, y'all? So, oh, and by the way, yeah, Trey, I got some green tea, and I'm drinking green tea because it's healthy for me. But I took this honey and I did this for at least 2 to 3 spins. So that's easily about 5 to 6 tablespoons, which means went around the amount of honey I'm supposed to have in a day times 3. Oh yeah, I put some apple cider vinegar in there though, Trey. All right. So it's the extra thing. So that's why I want y'all to be aware of this. I don't want y'all to be afraid. I want y'all to be aware. So when we're looking at Tony Cacheros, or how you say y'all? Cacheries? How you say it? Come on, because you're actually from Louisiana. Cacheries?
Batteries,
I don't think that's how you say it. I'm about
chatteries.
to ask Google how you say it. Casheries? Chacheries.
Yeah, chatteries.
Chacheries. Okay. All right. I'm going to take your word for it. Tony
That's how I've said my whole
Chacheries.
life. That's how everybody where I grew up. That's how they said it.
Allegedly, it's a different pronunciation. Somebody on social media said it, but I don't know.
How you
Because
say?
Satcheries is
What
what I
would you
think.
naturally say, Kristen?
Satcheries.
Oh, okay.
Because
See,
that's what it
okay. So
looks
I'll take
like.
y'all word for it. So y'all from the south. I believe y'all. Okay. That's that northeast stuff. I said Cacheros my whole entire life, and I don't see no
I
O in
was
it.
like, what do you mean, Cheryl? Is that like
There's
the
no O in it.
like
Yeah,
the
there's no.
like
Where's
Yeah,
off like the
you know.
competitor to Sony Sad? That's what I thought she was supposed to
It's
say.
like black people always add an S to something, so it'd be called
That's
Lido,
true.
and I call it Lidos,
That's so true.
or Domino. We call it Dominoes. You know what I'm saying? We always add an S
How
to
we
it.
do that?
I
That's so
don't know.
true.
But anyways, so if we look at this label, right, it says 340 milligrams of sodium. But what is a serving size? The serving size is 1/4 of a teaspoon, which means if you decide to take a teaspoon and fill it up with Tony Cacheries.
Centuries.
I'm just say Tony C. If you fill it up with Tony C, that
You could
right
just say
there,
Tony.
yeah, just Tony's. If I fill it up with Tony's, that is about 1,300 grams of sodium. 1 teaspoon. If I turn this teaspoon into a tablespoon, which is 3 teaspoons,
Only this much.
that means I just gave my body over 4,000 grams of sodium. Let me do a Google search for y'all real quick.
And I'm about to say,
How
good.
many grams of sodium should I have in a day?
Mm.
The healthy limit should be less than 2.3 grams. Now, honestly, as a nutritionist, and from what I know, this is a little bit it's updated a little bit more. But essentially they say do not go over 4 to 5 grams of sodium. But if we're black, once again, we're taking that Tony's, right? Then we're also gonna put some. If you're from the Northeast, you put some Old Bay in there, right? And then you get your favorite mix. What's that mix called? Lowry's.
Oh Lord, oh, we're going crazy. Cause Lawrence is salty.
You see what I'm saying? If you happen to be from Hispanic descent, you put in adobo.
Sazon.
You put in some sazon on top of the adobo. These things add up. So that's why I want y'all to really be keen on what extra ingredients I'm placing in, which is why the very first video y'all talked about, I did a whole demonstration on y'all taking some Sweet Baby Ray's, and what is a serving size of Sweet Baby Ray's? 2 tablespoons.
Don't do that, Trey. Don't do that.
I'm
No,
speaking to
Don't
the
do
I'm
that.
speaking to the choir now, y'all. Y'all made this
No,
call for a
no,
reason.
because that's not even realistic.
that's
Don't
not
do that.
right.
What's not realistic, Kristen? Only two
Those serving
tablespoons?
sizes, you can't eat a whole leg of barbecue chicken with a serving size. Like,
But wait, Kristen, this is the people who is manufacturing and producing these things telling you to do. Just use 2 tablespoons. Why they telling you that?
So it can be better for like mentally for us when they know we're gonna do more.
So because they already know when you're in the store and you're picking up these products, if I really said the average American is gonna make a whole barbecue chicken platter, they look at the label, it only says 70 calories. That'll look a lot better than if it say 300 calories. So you know what? Let me make the serving size lower because nobody looks at that anyways. So now it looks like the calories are lower than what it really is. Because nobody's gonna use only 2 tablespoons.
But you know, their zero is pretty good though.
So I'm glad that you brought that up. So let's look at the ingredients to Sweet Baby Ray's, right?
And Tony's got a zero salt one.
Yep. But now, once again, things like that is a double-edged sword. If something is low in sodium, we gotta replace it with something. So when something is lower in sodium, we're gonna replace it with sugar. If something is higher in sugar or lower in sugar, we're gonna replace it with sodium. If something is high in carbs, naturally it's gonna come with no fat in real life. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's why fruit really don't got fat in it, right? That's why potatoes and rice has 0.4 grams of fat, like literally non-existent fat. But something high in fat It's gonna be low on carbs. That's why protein don't got no carbs in it. That's why chicken and steak and goat and oxtails and mussels and crab legs has no carbs in it. So when I combine everything, that's when the problems arise. So Sweet Baby Ray's, let me type in Target, right? Because they got the easiest label. Okay, so Sweet Baby Ray's,
Are you sharing your screen?
thank you for saying that. Y'all see it now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Sweet Baby Ray's, once again, 70 calories. Once again, we already went over it. For 2 tablespoons, you're getting 17 grams of sugar, 16 grams of added sugar. You know what that means, y'all? That meant me and Kamai came up with Sweet Baby Ray's. Woo, whoop-de-doo. All right, man, we're going to kill them. You know what we should do? What's going to make these fly off the shelf a little bit faster? I heard Kristen loves our product, but I think she's going to like it more if we add 4 extra teaspoons of sugar.
Wee.
That means we didn't have to do that. We chose to do that.
Yeah, it's like all sugar. It wasn't even
It wasn't
necessary.
there. It wasn't necessary. So if they didn't add the sugar, this Sweet Baby Ray's would literally have 1 carb.
so
So
they
now,
can so they can do better. That's what I say. That regular like zero sugar one is actually good.
because here's why. Here's what I want y'all to pay attention to. The ingredients. The first ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. You know what that is? Liquid sugar.
No, throw that
Vinegar,
out.
tomato paste, cornstarch, pineapple juice. Okay? So just remember that. Watch this. Sweet Baby Ray's. No sugar added? I think that's the one. Yeah, no sugar added.
Yep.
Okay, let's compare. It went from 70 calories to 15. How much added sugar? No, 0. 1 gram of sugar. Why? Because we added the 16 grams of sugar to the regular one. How many grams of carbs? It naturally only comes 4 grams of carbs, but look, this one actually got some fiber in it. It got 1 gram of fiber. Why? Because they use pineapple juice in the old one.
The same.
So now let's look at the ingredients. It's the same thing. Now the first main ingredient is water, because all sauces use water to have that consistency instead of sugar. Tomato paste, which was the second ingredient. Distilled vinegar, that was the third ingredient. Oh wow, look at that. Is that allulose? And salt. The funny thing is, this is the exact same formula. They just took away the added sugar. But because they took away the added sugar, how much? I don't know if y'all was paying attention. How much does this cost?
Like $4 or something.
$3.49.
Yeah.
Right here,
Yeah.
right? How much did this cost?
No, $1 less. It's
Because
worth
now
it.
we are cutting the product. You're not paying for the barbecue sauce. You're paying for the extra sugar. But because the extra sugar is so good, now you're going to keep buying this sauce.
They trying to kill us, Trey.
I'm just here to inform y'all. Don't kill the messenger. Okay? So these things matter, which is why I teach y'all how to read the numbers on the label, because the numbers on the label will always mimic the ingredients. But because it is better quality, you're going to pay $1 more. To some people, that $1 don't make no sense. But to some people, why would I buy a Gucci bag? I can get a Coach. Until you start getting Gucci bag money. Now you're saying, ooh, girl, I would never wear a Michael Kors. It's all
So
about
simple.
if it makes sense to you. We only purchase the things that make sense to us. I like cereal. I grew up on cereal. So if you tell me, hey, Trey, you want some Fruity Loops? All you got to do is pay $9 for some Fruity Loops. I'm going to say, okay,
Yeah.
that ain't about nothing. But if you show this to somebody who don't care for cereal, they're like, why the hell would I pay $9 for some cereal where I can get some Fruit Loops
For $3. Yep.
for $3.99? Why would I pay double for that? Because it don't
Triple.
make sense to you. So that's why I inform y'all. So if you really want that and you want to have it consistently, not, oh, okay, I can only have my real rice once a week. No. If I want to have rice every single day because I love rice and I want to have rice every single day, cool. Let me pay $9 for some rice. Or you know what? Let me pay $5 for some rice. But if you just say rice, there's a reason why you can get a gallon of rice for $3. There's a reason for that. So if something is cheap, you got to keep in mind it's cheap for a reason. So if you do not buy cheap clothes, and one thing about my clientele, y'all women who make a good amount of money, especially for y'all ages, right? I see every single time I'm on a call with y'all hair is done, that hair is laid, y'all get y'all lashes done. Celeste is laughing because she's always in Miami or in Orlando or going on a trip every single week. Y'all get
Not,
eyelashes
not
for
every week.
$200. Celeste, you just came back from where?
That was a month ago. I was
Just a month ago. Okay, okay. 2 months ago, was you not in Vegas 2 months ago?
like in May, yeah.
Okay. Y'all see what I'm saying, y'all? So my clientele make a good amount of money. So now, if I inform y'all about the foods that y'all love and desire, and you want to have that every single day, now you know, okay, this is what I have to do, or this is the sacrifice I gotta make so I can have this every single day. I gotta buy the better quality version of it. That's it. That's it. Okay? Just like if you bought a decent, or not, I'm not even gonna say decent, but if you bought a premium luxury car, you can't put regular gas in that car. But you knew that when you bought it. But you want to flex. Now you gotta pay that premium. Look at that. All right. All right. Hopefully that breakdown kind of makes sense for some of y'all. Who do I want to bother today? Matter of fact, April, how you doing today? Since you're ducking my text messages. Say no, y'all. She's always busy.
No, I've just been really busy. I'm doing good, thank you.
Okay. How was your weight loss journey this week?
Um, Honestly, this week has been a little crazy, so I actually haven't weighed myself in a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest. But I mean, I've been sticking within that 6 hour window, but it's just been a real off week. So
Okay. Now, are you unable to weigh yourself? Cause I know you live. You're always hustling and bustling, so that's fine. But is it because? Give me a
I
second.
didn't weigh myself. I mean, I have been out of town taking my daughter to school. I took my scale
Oh,
with
okay, there we
me,
go. Okay, there we go. That's it.
but I purposely did not weigh myself just because I knew that, honestly, I didn't want to see the numbers,
No,
to
it's
keep it
fine.
real.
So look, so ladies, and thank you for reminding me that, April. So a lot of y'all are moms who kids are going to college, right? So y'all departing and you're not really consistent with your food choices because your environment is changing every single day, right? Do not worry about that, April. What I do want you to try to do is make the best choices possible when you can, though. Okay? So you know what? What I want you to do is, just so I have an idea and a gauge of what you got going on, tell me everything that you ate and drank yesterday. Yeah, now with the laughing coming out.
Well, yeah, because yesterday was just stressful. So yeah, I think I just got frustrated. So yeah, I went to Five Guys. That's what I had. I went to Five Guys and I had my Cajun fries and I had my bacon cheeseburger. I forgot. I went there with intentions of not getting bread, got caught up and totally forgot. It was after I ate the burger. I was like, oh man, I just had bread. So yeah,
Okay, well, if you're already having fries, you might as well crash out and get the bread too. So don't
exactly.
say, "Oh yeah, I'm just having a little bit of fries," but the bread, oh man, that killed me. No, it's the fries.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
all
right.
right, which is fine though. So now, if we can go back in time, let's talk about the psychology behind the Five Guys decision. Right? Were you stressed at the time, or that was just convenient, so you picked it up?
Um, Both. I think it was just more stress because just because I've just been so busy and I just, was kind of out of my element with getting her moved. So, just preparing just, wasn't an option. It was just both. It was both.
Okay. So now,
Yeah.
if you don't mind, tell me how your day went. Tell me like what time you woke up, what time you ate the very first thing that had calories in it, and how did you end off your day? So tell me everything that you ate and drank that whole duration of the day, and give me the timeline.
Um, so I actually didn't, my first thing I didn't eat until maybe about
Okay.
1 o'clock. And that actually started with just some green tea. That was just something I was able to grab quick. Um, then I was in the car. I had like those wild, a handful of those wild chips.
Okay.
So it probably wasn't until about 4 o'clock when I went to Five Guys, getting back on the road. So
Okay. After the
mhm.
Five Guys, did you eat anything else for the rest of the day?
No, that was it.
So here's the funny thing about what you did, April. Inherently, you didn't have the worst day as you think. So don't beat yourself up for that. Now, what I usually deal with is, oh, Trey, well, I mean, I was stressed out because I'm helping my kid move to college. So I decided to get a caramel macchiato because it stopped at Starbucks. And I was like, okay, well, I'm having a caramel macchiato. I might as well have something in my system. So I decided to buy the banana nut loaf bread.
Well, that was the I mean, I was tempted, like, I wanted my Starbucks so bad. I mean, I have been tempted so much, but I guess I rationalized, well, I know this isn't right, but like I said, I still tried to stay within that 6-hour window. I still cut it off. Even though yesterday I knew it wasn't the best decision in food, I still just cut it off,
Okay.
at a certain time. Just let that be my only meal.
So
So,
I have a quick question.
what's up, Sandy?
Are you, I don't remember her name, but are you new to the program?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I am.
Because I hear the way you're talking and like the places that you're saying there's options there to eat. Actually, Trey recommends us eating at Five Guys all the time. So like there's options. You can go to Starbucks and get a drink, but there's better choices to get at Starbucks. You can go to Five Guys and get, eat the double cheeseburger, get it lettuce wrapped or in a bowl, skip the fries. It's like there's options there still. We can go to McDonald's and get something to eat.
Right,
So
and
there's options.
yeah, I totally agree with that, and I think, for me, I don't know. I think when I got into the program, I kind of just, jumped in running. I'm definitely the type that needs to, that, I don't know, my head, I feel like I have to plan everything out. So, like, I wanted a coffee, and I've been sitting here trying to search all the right, option for Starbucks. But then, just because I
Just
stay,
call Trey. That's like what he tell us all the time. Just call or text him.
Bother
Hey,
yeah.
him now
Christina,
until you
she
get
been
it. Then you
ghosting
can
me
run on your
all
own.
week long.
Please.
I text her from my
Okay.
old number, from my new number. Yo, April, you get kidnapped by the cartel. Is everything all right? You still alive? But but once again, she's busy, so I can't beat her up for that. I knew that she was gonna hit me back once everything's settled.
Yeah, please call.
I
Call. I think I
will.
called you as soon as you dropped that number.
You did less
Y'all
than
gotta
10 minutes.
stop calling. Y'all gotta start calling like
All
for
right.
text.
Bother him. Bother him.
For
Text him
real.
all day until
Okay.
you understand it and you can run on your own. Quite a
Okay.
few of us will do our own things, but in the beginning, bother him for
April,
Okay.
everything.
that's a woman that's talking right now who I
Hmm.
had to beg to start bothering me, and now she's 40, 30 plus pounds down.
Okay.
I'm over 40, thank you.
Excuse me.
That's amazing.
You see how I
My
tried to
number's
downplay her
correct.
just to see if she respond?
Yeah.
Of course I knew she was gonna respond. So that's my point. But I had to tell Sandy, yo, like I get it. You're more independent. You're a strong black independent queen. You didn't pay for that. Hit me up. Okay? So you know what, April? Because it sounds like you're still somewhat traveling, let's act like we can go back in time. Right? So April wakes up in the morning yesterday. April wants Starbucks. April, tell me what you would naturally order from Starbucks.
I would naturally order a cinnamon dolce latte with oat milk.
Okay. Now, cinnamon, dulce, latte, oat milk. Grande or venti?
Grande.
Okay. All right. So, back in the day, I don't know why they did this, But they used to actually have sugar-free cinnamon dulce.
They did. They got rid
Starbucks
of
took it
it.
away. I don't know why they did, but they took it away.
They
All right.
got rid of it.
So here's the thing: if April, are you still traveling? Like, when are you gonna actually be home?
So I'm home today.
Oh yeah,
I
you're home
travel
today.
back again tomorrow.
Okay. So you know what? Here's what I want you to try, and I want you to try this tomorrow. I want you to order a cinnamon dulce latte, but we're gonna do some swapping outs, and watch how this calorie number drops every single time we swap something out.
Right, you're not sharing your screen.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So cinnamon dulce latte. Boom. Y'all see it? Okay. So the very first thing I always tell my clients, the best milk to get and the less manipulated milk to get, almond milk. The reason why is because almond milk naturally has less calories than any other type of milk that you can get. Period. Right? But it still got the consistency of milk. Now, obviously, you want the foam. I'm not going to be the stickler and say, oh, you can't have the foam. Nope, you can have the foam. Cool. You still want the milk steamed hot? Cool, you can have that. And Robin, yes, almond milk is always going to have less fat in it than coconut milk. Period. Coconuts have more calories in it than almonds. So if I make it a milk, the same is going to be the same. Okay? Keep that in mind. What I would tell you to do, April, if this is a day where you're like, okay, I still want to have what I want, but I still want to see the scale to drop, I would say get 2 pumps of cinnamon dulce syrup, but also 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla. Okay? You can still have the whip. If you really want to see the scale drop, just say no whip, but I still put whip in my stuff. Right? But light whip, and let me know if it don't taste the same way.
Okay, I'll try that tomorrow.
Almond milk instead of oat milk, and 2 pumps of whatever syrup that it naturally comes with, but 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
So that's why, ladies, it's imperative for y'all to communicate with me, because y'all can see that y'all getting the same thing that you want. You just got to do a little bit of alterations. So even like me, when I go to Starbucks, for me, it's Starbucks Friday. I love for me to have my Starbucks on a Friday, right? Start off my day. It's a treat to me one time a week. What I do is I get a white chocolate frappuccino, but I get, because I know what I know, I get 1 pump of white chocolate, 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, 2 packs of stevia made with almond milk. And if you combine everything that I just said, that's going to be under 100 calories, under 10 grams of carbs, under 10 grams of sugar, which means I'm having something, but because I already know I'm coming back from the gym, when I have that, it's not that deep.
Hey, did I send you that Instagram page where they had all those keto Starbucks drinks?
You sent it to me recently?
No, that's probably like a month ago, maybe 2.
If I know for a fact I didn't see it, because if I seen it, I would have probably shared it in a group. But if you can't find it, send it to me again.
Okay,
Okay, but yeah, like
1 second.
one thing that y'all can start doing is y'all can type in, like, when it comes to drinks or beverages, things like that. Even though this is not a keto program, I would like for y'all to kind of do a keto Starbucks drink, or look at this list so you can kind of have an idea as why they're saying use this over that, right? But even once again, this is not a keto program, because now look at this. This article, Keto in the City, says skip the coconut milk and almond milk. I just said use what? Almond milk.
Almond milk.
'Cause I still want y'all to enjoy what the hell y'all drinking. I
Yeah, it be
want you to
coming
still have
out
some
tasting
taste
like
to it.
water,
Right. I just
sugar
don't want you to
water.
have extra 40 grams of sugar in it. That's all. Okay,
I
well,
just
yeah.
texted to you.
I might say for all of that, I might as well just make my coffee at home, bro. Because I'm not enjoying it. I'm paying $7 for this coffee, and it don't even taste like the coffee I want. So I don't want y'all to struggle and suffer. Okay? I want y'all to enjoy what y'all saying. See, look, I'm even looking at this. It says have coffee, sugar-free sweetener, and heavy cream. What type of coffee is that? All right.
Something you can make at your house.
You can make that at home.
If you make it at home, the protein core, I mean the Fairlife Power Core vanilla, and you do that, it
Now
tastes
That's
you're
really
doing
good.
something.
that's what I did,
Now
and I
you're
made
doing
some
something.
cold foam out of it. Oh,
Yep.
Now y'all doing something. Y'all see what I'm saying? But
so good.
that is the extra step that the average person is not willing to do or don't have enough information to do. So therefore, they're not even thinking about doing that. But that makes perfect sense. I'm gonna get my Fairlife protein shake and I'm gonna make a cold foam out of it. That's genius. I never
It's
thought
so
about doing
good.
that, but I don't care about cold
It
foam like
come
that
out
either.
really good. And if
It
you
really
put
did.
caramel in it too, it's really
Mm,
good.
yes, friend. All of that. So good.
Okay. But once again, ladies, these are my advanced clients that's talking right now. And that's why both of them are 40, 50 plus, or one, 60 plus pounds down. But it's because I know why people say, do this. Now I'm going to tweak it my way. So they did something where I never even thought about. I just gave them the information to what to look out for. All right. So, oh, excuse me. Christina has to, flex on everybody. I hit 70 pounds today. Okay. Oh, well. Whoop de doo, Christina. Ooh. You think you hot sauce?
That's a
Useless.
congratulations.
Don't
You
do
sound like a
You
little
that.
know
hater over
somebody
there.
gotta hate. Just a little
You
bit of
should have been
hate.
in the chat because
He
you
said
was
a
talking
whoop de
about
doo.
getting the shirt. Right. You was talking about getting the shirt. You should have been in our chat because I think Robin posted it. And it was
Oh,
something like body by Trey or done by Trey,
Oh,
something
for real?
like that. And then it has our major, like weight loss that we got.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out today. I was
I want my
busy as
T-shirt.
hell for the past 2 days. One of my influencer friends, uh, Chi, posted me. I think some of y'all came from Chi, by the way. And now my line been going crazy. So y'all gonna see a lot more new people in the calls. And what I'm about to do is because I got a brand new group or cohort coming in, I'm thinking about doing a contest, y'all. Brand new contest. So get ready for that. It's gonna be
Can
a
I still
cash
be in
prize.
this or no?
I
No,
Come
no,
on, are you gonna?
no, you
Do you got
out.
more weight to lose?
Dang, I only got 2 pounds.
Right.
I
So
can't.
how? What
That's
you
So
gonna?
why
What
so
you gonna
you
do out
out.
technically,
of
You
I
it?
can't
haven't hit it.
be
I'm
you
still.
can't be
Why I
ruining
can't be in
it
the
for us. You're
contest?
only 2 pounds away. No.
But big up, girl. Congratulations.
Okay, yeah, that's a good time. Oh yeah, you know what, Robin? That'll be a good contest show. You can enter and stuff like that. But I think I'm gonna do winner. You know what? We can go over options together as like what will inspire y'all to be a cash prize. But I was already thinking about like since it's back to school season, the person who wins like $1,500.
Man, come on.
Yeah, 1,500, 2,000, or maybe like I did a Peloton last year. Maybe
Okay,
like a
let me go
walking
on gain
pad.
10 pounds and then
No,
like.
no, come on, hell no.
No ma'am. No ma'am.
Yeah, we
You
ain't doing
just out of
that.
this
We
one.
ain't doing that, big dog.
Didn't you
Why
win
y'all
the
doing
walking
this?
treadmill
Why you
already or
doing this like
something?
this?
Yeah, I did that earlier, Christina. So I'm trying to think of something that's a little bit different.
No, I
Uh,
thought Kamaya won that one, the treadmill. Girl,
Come
you
on,
two
which one did
pounds
you win?
No,
away.
What did you win?
no, I won the. It's another one. I don't forgot. That
Yeah,
was
as I
like
was
a
saying,
mother.
she won something, but yeah, I already did the vacation one. So somebody what you gonna call it? Chi won that for the
Yeah, I was
vacation.
mad about that. I was neck and
So
neck with her boy.
This one was, I think, gift the program or something like that. That's what I got on. Something like that.
yeah, so I think I'm gonna do. So actually, next week I'm actually gonna do a reset approved meal. I'm just letting y'all know that up front. So on Monday, from Monday to Sunday, whoever produces the best meals, you can just gotta submit 3 meals in a week. But whoever has the best looking meal, I don't care if you eat out, but it's the most appetizing meal, they're gonna win $100. So
You
that's
can't
it.
be a hater on our meals though,
If
cause
it's looking struggleish, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna tell you about yourself.
Where were these contests when I was doing and posting all my meals?
But now, come on, you can do that now. Well, you better bring them back to life. Do a meal, you might
So
win.
I can still do this.
Yeah,
I can
nah,
still do
but
that one.
cause so you can revive a meal, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't
I'm
care.
good on
So
that.
we're gonna do that because I got brand new, once again, core clients coming in, so y'all can expose them to that. But yeah, I'm gonna do the contest starting in September.
I'm bringing back the chicken crust
Don't snitch on
and the
yourself before
No,
somebody take your
don't
tuna.
be
recipe.
trying to steal my piece of one.
And
That Trey
you
talked
not
about
stealing it.
getting
I
Oh,
hers.
posted it like 5 times. How you gonna talk about hers? Like you see. How you gonna take? She's
see, I
gonna take my
told you, Kamaya, you
Because
better
recipe. I
when
stop
got
I
snitching.
pictures up in
posted
the
Don't give
it,
up
chat.
the game plan because
I
they're gonna
was
take it.
talking to
Whoever posted first, I'm
Trey
gonna say
about it
that's the
on one
credit.
of the videos.
Don't do that, cause I got all of them. I got the chili feet and the Philly cheesesteak one. That's okay. That's
Michelle,
okay.
yes, there's a group.
Yeah.
Make sure you add yourself into the
That's
culinary
okay.
congregation group chat. Okay,
See,
and text me directly if you don't have the link to that. But yes, if you're in this, you should see about the culinary congregation. All of our recipes and our meal plans is in there.
yeah,
Okay.
all them
So,
recipes in it.
Christina, how long did it take you?
I'm on like month 4 or 5. And then
Awesome.
I messed up for like a month, but we're not gonna talk about